Hi, welcome to STEM class. Sorry I'm not here for your first day, but it also happened to be my son's first day of preschool. So I'm leaving you in very capable hands with Mr. Sanders. So you should all be in your assigned computer seats. And once you have gotten logged in, you want to go right to the Google page so you can see the Google Classroom page I've created for you. If you cannot get into Google Classroom today, please make sure you let Mr. Sanders know so that I can make sure to add you and fix any issues so that we'll be ready to go for next week. I just wanted to briefly go over the expectations with you, and then Mr. Sanders will talk to you more about the individual projects we're going to be doing throughout our trimester. So just a little bit about me. So Mrs. Spencer, this is my family here. My son Cameron, he's 3, starting preschool today. Nathan, he is going to be 2 in October. And yesterday also was my birthday. I've been teaching at Linfield Middle School for 11 years, 8 of which I've been teaching STEM. I went to UMass Lowell for my graduate degree, Salem State for my undergraduate degree, and that's my high school, Watertown High, where I grew up and where my parents still live. I know we've been talking a lot about core values over these last few days of school, and that is the expectation in this classroom that you are showing kindness, citizenship, and effort. How that might look in this classroom is being respectful to your classmates and your teachers, making sure you're listening to your peers as they're sharing ideas, asking questions, whether that's whole class or in your small engineering groups, making sure that when the teacher, either myself or Mr. Sanders, is giving instruction, that you're listening and you're being attentive, that you're on task, that you're not distracting yourself or others. Citizenship, we want to make sure that we're taking care of this classroom and all of the resources that are within it. So when you leave the class, it should be in the same condition as it was when you entered, or in a better condition. We want to make sure when we are borrowing these resources, we're returning them, we're not damaging them, we're using these computers appropriately and for learning activities. When you are building, using the tools and materials safely and appropriately, and never to damage anybody else's projects, whether that's in the main classroom or when you're putting things away in the supply closet. Also, you should be demonstrating effort. So raising your hands to participate in class, completing assignments on time, utilizing your class time to complete the assignments, taking advantage of the correction policy to redo assignments if you didn't get the best grade. If you do these things, we should have a good time together. How we are going to be graded is classwork, class participation, engineering projects. The majority of our assignments are going to be our engineering projects. So there's 8 steps to the engineering design process. You will be graded along the way. Each time you are graded, you'll see your formal rubric, so you'll know exactly what I'm looking for, so you can make sure that you're meeting or exceeding my expectations. Again, if you're unhappy with your scores, you have the opportunity to make corrections. 2 weeks from when the assignment has been handed back to you, if you turn it in again, you can earn back all of the lost points. So you can take a 50 and end up with 100. The only points you can't get back are points lost for turning in an assignment late. So be sure to get your assignments done on time. Also, class participation. Every day you're going to get a check plus, check minus, based on your participation in class, getting here on time, doing those warm-up questions, paying attention, being attentive, what I expect you to do as students. If you are exceeding the expectation, asking good questions, raising your hand, helping your peers, then you could get a check plus for the day. Occasionally there will be short classwork assignments, which will be graded on a check, check plus, check minus basis. And I'll be sure that you know that when they are distributed. Our course runs through Google Classroom, so many assignments will be distributed, graded, and returned through Google Classroom, so it's important that you're consistently checking that Google Classroom page, especially if you're out sick, so you can see what you might have missed, and then make up any missing assignments so that you'll be ready to go for class. Students always ask if we get homework in STEM. You do not get homework, but as you can see on the board where it says due dates, we only have a limited amount of time together, so there are dates when assignments need to be completed by. I believe that I've given you enough time to get those assignments completed within class, but if you're not using your time efficiently, or maybe you're having a hard time with an assignment, we have a fire drill, we have an assembly, you're out sick, there may be times that you cannot complete the assignment within the allotted class period, and that would mean that you would need to then finish it at home and send it in before our next class meeting. If you ever need extra help, you can see me after school, team time or stage time, so that we can make sure that you can get those assignments completed by their due date so we're not losing any points for that. Same thing, if you need to make corrections, come see me after school, team time or stage, and I can let you know what you need to improve on so you can make those corrections to get back those points. Okay, Mr. Sanders can answer any of your questions as well as talk to you a little bit about the engineering projects we're going to be doing this year together. And I will be here tomorrow if you want to stop in, if you have any questions for me, or next week we'll see each other. Again, sorry to miss your first day, but we have lots of time to have lots of fun together. Okay, have a great day and be on your best behavior for Mr. Sanders.